Alrighty. Howdy, embody. Afriel here. Today I want to talk about signal, noise, and heartbeats. And I'll probably hold up just a little bit to let some folks come in first. Just do a little bit of white knight killing, or silver knight killing. If I could actually... There we go. Do a little parry practice. Ooh, 3 sunlight medals. Oh gosh, that is kind of ironic, isn't it? So, one of the things that I was thinking about recently was how I don't want to waste other people's time with my content as I almost die. Yeah, whatever, I'll just go for the parry and die. I'm not human right now, so it's fine. Howdy, Cassandra. But yeah, especially, like, this was something that I talked to Paul about, like, 2 Novembers ago when he was visiting in Battleground and we had an estuary group, was that we already had a lot of people producing a fair amount of TLC content. Howdy Mills. And with that level of content, it's like, okay, how do people prioritize what they should be watching? No, that's not what I wanted to do. How should people prioritize what they should be watching? And one of the things that I wanted to make sure when I started recording stuff was I wanted to try and make sure that I wasn't wasting people's time with the things that I was saying. Not to say that that's really too much of a problem in TLC, but just as a general rule, well, some folks will have certain topics that they like to go over and over and over about, and it's not necessarily productive. They're not necessarily adding anything new to what they... Okay, I should probably actually kill you. There we go. That they tend to retread over the same content, and I wanted to make sure that I'm not doing that too much, but then I was thinking about some other stuff that I'm not sure if that's as much of a thing that I needed to worry about as I thought initially. Hey, Ups. Thank you again, by the way. I really appreciate it. Ko-fi League is active if anybody wants to chip in a coffee for me playing for your grins. But yeah. I really wanted to make sure that I'm trying at least to keep a relatively high signal to noise ratio, that the things that I'm putting out are not just valuable to other people, but that I'm not retreading over the same ground over and over and over again, that I'm trying to explore new and varied concepts and trying to do so in a way that gets to the point relatively quickly. And I definitely did that better with the more recorded videos that I was doing, where I was trying to keep myself to like 20 minutes at a time. And with live streams, and especially paying more attention to people's comments in the comment section, like there's a little bit more leeway that I kind of have to give myself with that. But I still want to try and aspire to that as a goal, at least a little bit. And yeah, the thing that I was thinking about, not just that sometimes it gets repetitive, but also that there is a tendency, again, not so much in TLC, not so much in VNA, but there is a tendency for folks to produce slop content. And I really want to make sure that that's not what I'm doing. I really want to make sure that the things that I'm producing are actually good uses of people's time. Please don't hit me. Actually good uses of people's time, and that they find value in what it is that I have to I only hit him for 500. That's annoying. There we go. Yeah, that the things that I'm saying, the things that I'm talking about, and then the conversations that we're having, maybe not directly related to the things that I'm talking about, but at least as a consequence of the ideas that I'm putting out there, indirectly related as they may be, that there is signal more than noise there. But the thought that I was kind of having was, yes, there are other content creators who have a tendency to pad their stuff, that they want to make sure that they're hitting certain time markers for the content that they're producing. But there's also... Oh, can I not summon? I was going to do an exhibition match before I went back and started fighting ONS again. I don't think I can with you here, Solaire. Well, I'll have to save that if I die or if I do the next round. And I will have to pause here in a second, but before I pause, the thought that I had was how much of what I was thinking of as slop was actually a heartbeat in the sort of like networking sense of the word. Right, and I'm going to focus up for a little bit here because I don't want to die. Are you kidding me? Well, that's a great start. Should I use fireballs here? Probably should not. I probably should actually run in and hit. I mean, I'm tanking their aggro at least. Although, there goes... Okay. Oh my gosh. This is a great way to start things off, huh? Oh my lord. Oh, and I warmed up before this too. That's the sad part. I actually went and I grabbed a bunch of humanity. Well, let's do an exhibition match first then. Because I'm pretty sure I don't need to be humanity in order to fight Lautrec. So we'll do that. And then we'll go back to fighting ONS. There we go. There's a parry. Because I would like to be able to get the Firelink Shrine bonfire back up and running again. But yeah, the thought that I had, the connection that I had, was this idea of... So in networking theory, you have this idea of a heartbeat. That you have some sort of a signal that goes out across the network on a regular basis, so that way all of the nodes in the network can make sure that the connection is being maintained. And I had the thought of... Okay, go and kill Lautrec. I had the thought of, what if a lot of that slop is really just heartbeats? What if a lot of it is you get people to make sure that they're staying on the same page by... Oh gosh, I might actually have to focus for this one too. I'm probably going to get messed up. Hopefully not. Can I bait one of you or the two of you first? Come on. Or are all three of you going to rush me? I think you're standing slightly forward. Can I trigger the left one to aggro first? Nope. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Can I get him? There's one. There's two. And I get killed. Wait, what? Nope, I'm not killed. That's wild. I don't think I can use... Oh, shoot. Hey, Slasher. No, I can't use Estus here. Can I get a drop attack to finish him off? Or at least separate him from his cronies? Nope, that's Parrying Dagger. Oh gosh, I'm just gonna get messed up by this paladin. Can I get it? Ah, that was so close. But yeah, you have this idea of heartbeats. Where you have all the nodes in the network are regularly sending pulses of information to one another just to make sure that the network is still online and making sure that everything is good to go. No, Slasher, I did not beat ONS. The last stream was me trying and then running out of humanity and then going to get more humanity. So while I was off stream, I ended up going and collecting 10 humanity so that way I would be able to do that a little bit more efficiently and not have to waste your guys' time with that. But before we go back to ONS, I'm gonna kill Lautrec, I think, just to... Can I... Oh gosh, that was a little risky. Yeah, we're gonna kill Lautrec and friends first, kind of as an exhibition match, kind of as a warm-up, and that way also I can make sure that I can go back and use the Firelink Shrine bonfire again, because that one's kind of a pain to not have. Okay. Yeah, and then the other thought that I had as far as the networking thing was that it might actually allow for better uptake of novel information by fitting that novel information into an existing liturgy. Practice is only a waste if you give up. Yes! Don't you dare go hollow! Alright. Let's see if I can get these scrubs. Come on. I'm gonna have to... Yep, okay. I really want to just get Lautrec, because I'm pretty sure if I kill him, then the rest of this goes away. Ah, crud. And I'm dead. We'll do a couple of tries of this. If I still can't get it, because it is a little bit difficult to kill Lautrec when you're like this. You know what I might do, actually? I might pull Power Within up and use that instead. I got magic missiled in the booty. Yeah, let's do that. Or no, that's not what I wanted to do. Rest at Bonfire, attune. Attune. Yeah, we'll tune that. So, Power Within is a spell that, or a pyromancy that gives you a 50% bonus to your attack rating at the cost of depleting 1% of your health per second. And we're also just using up the, what's it called? Oh, hey, Grizz. I'm getting some parrying practice in, too, while we're at it, just because that's going to be necessary, or is helpful, at least. Come on. And parry failing, backstabs instead. But yeah, the that notion of, like, does having that network, that heart-beating network, work better to allow for new information to come in? Because, like, if you think about from, like, a structured classroom environment perspective, it makes it a lot easier for you to learn when you kind of have an expectation of the environment that you're going into and the sort of headspace that you're going to need to have, all that good stuff. And another example is it's easier to work out in a gym rather than trying to do calisthenics in your house. Like, you can do it, but it helps to have a proper place and a proper time, and to have that be a consistent place and time over a long period of time to kind of develop the habit. That's not what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to cast that. Power within. Alright, here we go. Oh, I killed him in 2 hits. There we go. And I don't... Yeah, it doesn't matter if anybody else, or even if I die there. I don't think it matters. Maybe it does. But yeah. Slasher's got it. The environment enables the behavior or reinforces it. Oh, cool. And I get an extra 5 humanity for that. I didn't even know. Nice. Alright. So we're going to go back. We're going to become human once again. And I don't think I'm going to do Power Within for... Oh, actually, maybe I will. Maybe I will use Power Within for the fight with ONS. But yeah, the environment helps to structure the behavior. And you can deliberately alter your environment in order to improve the ability of you to engage in certain behavior that you want to engage in. One of the things that I had mentioned on one of our 30 Minutes episodes was I was having a hard time focusing at work because I was listening to too much TLC content, and I was having a hard time disciplining myself enough to not bring the headset that I was using to do that at work. And so rather than just trying to utilize willpower to fight against that, what I ended up doing was just leaving it at home. And it's that physical binding aspect of changing your physical environment in order to make it so that it requires less willpower for you to do or to not do a particular thing. Another example of that would be like if you have a hard time putting your phone down at night, making sure that you put some sort of a program on it that restricts your access to it at a certain point. I don't particularly find that effective because I'm the kind of person who's just going to turn that off again. So, I don't know. Different things work for different people, I suppose. But there have been times, like, also don't have, I wouldn't classify it as a self-control problem quite so much. The bigger thing for me, as far as that goes, is if I have something to wake up for in the morning, then it makes it a lot easier for me to put myself to bed. It's when I don't have things to do in the morning, that's when, oh gosh, that's annoying. Well, I still get the kill. I just lose an Estus charge. Famous example of that would be George R. R. Martin using a low-tech solution to minimize distractions. Yep, that's exactly right. It also has the added benefit for writing stuff that if the technology is already pretty well proven, then it makes it a lot more difficult for it to be hacked or have errors or other things that hurt the thing. And yeah, Mills, it's like physically encoding specificity is how I think I would describe it. Yeah. And then another really interesting thing too with the whole heartbeat idea is that you can use it not just as a way for you to kind of get yourself into a liturgical mode, but also it helps to synchronize stuff across populations. I don't know how many people checked out the link that I put in the description, but there's a really fascinating phenomenon with fireflies in Southeast Asia where they have this way of, like, they slightly delay. Hang on, let's get this guy. They slightly delay their flash based off of the flashes that they see from the surrounding fireflies. And what that allows them to do as a population is that it's not immediate, right? When they first start flashing, it's kind of disorganized and disoriented. But over time, what they're able to do is coordinate those flashes to the point where, are you going to come at me, or are you going to just stay there? There we go. Howdy, Joy. So those fireflies have this way of coordinating those flashes, and then over time, it makes it so that the whole forest, or if you look at the trees, the whole thing lights up all at the same time, and it is incredibly beautiful. And it's one of the it doesn't require a significant amount of coordination. All it requires is for each one of those fireflies to slightly delay their own flash relative to the flashes of the other fireflies. And then as they do that over time, the effect builds up and builds up and builds up until all of them are flashing at the same time. And so you're able to get this incredibly robust group behavior merely as a consequence of a bunch of individuals working in a way that coordinates their efforts. And let's see, can I get this? Now I can get that, and then I can kill. There we go. Good stuff. Alright. Let's go bring up Solaire, and then give ONS the second try of the stream. And we have extra humanity, so should be good. Maybe. Ornstein and Smo. Yes. Cece? Cece Mool, am I pronouncing that correctly? I don't think I've seen you around before. Atmospheric engineering, yes. And you can do that musically too. Like, that's one of the things that people, like lifting weights, listening to harder, heavier music definitely helps with engineering the atmosphere to make it so that you're more able to take advantage of the time that you're spending with it. I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get through the first stage of this. And then once I get through the first stage, then I'll activate Power Within, and then hopefully we'll be able to take out the second stage. It might also be worthwhile to get the Red 2-Stone Ring, but I think we'll be able to kill these guys before that becomes necessary. Alright. Here we go! Okay. Oh, that's some good damage. I need to not get hit by Smo, though! Oh gosh, okay, that was good. That was good. I kind of want the Bloodstain, but I also shouldn't want the Bloodstain, because that's not the focus right now. Okay, get out of Smo's range. Is he coming at me? No, okay. Okay. Yeah, target him. Oh, I didn't quite get him. Don't hit me, Smo. Okay. Don't tase me, Smo. Oh, come on. I swung twice when I shouldn't have. Ugh. This closer. We're gonna get it here in the next try or a couple, I think. I don't want to say a specific number and jinx myself. But it's definitely, like, it's going smoother than it was. Yeah, it was a good opening, I just couldn't... I swung twice when I shouldn't have. Ornstein changed aggro, and then... Oh, come on, don't taste me, Smo is hilarious. Although it wasn't applicable to that part of the fight. It's when he, once he becomes Ornstein absorbed, that's when it's don't taste me, Smo. But yeah, alright, let's see... There we go. And that staggers, so we get a kill. And I don't... Okay, so I don't know if it's specific for the Fireflies case, but one of the things that's really interesting to me is that you can actually communicate information by not renewing your heartbeat. Or that if your heartbeat is out of rhythm with the rest of the population. And, like, just as a topical example for TLC, if somebody doesn't go to church, that's a... Violation's probably not the right word, but it's the one that comes to mind. A violation of the heartbeat. And so that's when the pastor knows to go over to their house and check up on them. That's when other members of the community know that, hey, maybe something's going on with them and we should go and keep an eye on them and see what's going on. And I need to chill. Come on. Okay. Oh, you turned around too fast, but I still get you. Ornstein executed you for bad taste. We all low-key... Oh, come on. It was a good dad joke, which is a bad dad joke? I don't know. Something like that. When I would train lift, I would curate the playlist parallel to what was unfolding within my own musculature. It's Creatures of Cosm. Yep. Oh, please don't. Please let me get out of the force. Okay, there we go. I'll let him finish that and then get that kill and get out of the way. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Roll, roll. I'm stuck on him. There we go. And I get clipped in the back. That's great. Get another Nestus. Ah, Ron's here too. How's it going, Ron? And I don't get that one. Do I just... Yeah, let me just go for another drop attack. That seems to be the quickest way to take care of these guys. I thought he was going to say, but not electrocuting your bomb. There we go. And now we ask for Solaire to come and help us. Sounds good, Slasher. See you in a little bit. Nice Titanite chunk. And then another concept of that, the not renewing the heartbeat. There's this idea of something called a warrant canary, where a lot of times you'll have certain websites, when they are asked to take down certain things, part of them taking that down is that they have to sign some sort, or they're gagged by a court, and so rather than like, they're not allowed to disclose the fact that they were told to take something down, and so what they do instead is they have a line somewhere in their website that says, as of right now, this website has not been asked to provide information in a way that would prevent it from disclosing that. And then if that ever gets removed, then you know that they probably have. Even though they didn't directly disclose it, the failure to renew the heartbeat ends up becoming a form of information. And let's go. I hope I'm not about to die again. I don't know why you have to say it like that, Ron. Mr. Waddles over here is going to come charging as fast as he can. And I turned around at the wrong fucking time. Okay. Can you not kill me? Let me drink Estus? Let Solaire... Oh gosh. Okay. Column blocked. Good. Okay. Can I get some damn... Oh, Lord. I was hoping that the column would block. Hope is not a course of action, and I died again. Cool. Phase shifting. What do you mean by that, Mills? But yeah. Another thought that I had with that, too, was this idea that heartbeats can actually help out drown out noise. Because if you have... so let's say you have a community that likes to play certain branding a lot of times. That helps to realign the existing community so that way they're all moving in the same direction. They're all doing what they know is what the rest of... Because they have established that pattern already. They all kind of know where they're going. If you consider playing farm... Okay. Okay, Grizz. I really would love to see you try Dark Souls, especially with the level of shit that you've talked. In response to joy. Is harmony all there is? Phase shifting. That was another interesting thing, too. We talked, or Ups and I talked with Demir this morning about musicality, so that should be coming out on the Friday Morning Nameless in a little bit. And one of the things that I had commented to him in a separate YouTube video was, and he didn't create it himself, but he had picked it up as I am not human right now. Let's go fix that. Was this way of rendering voices that like, because one of the things that you learn about, especially in physics, is the idea of harmonics, where the timbre of something is actually created by, you have the main note and then all of the harmonics above that and their relative amplitudes, and then if there's like slightly other frequencies around that. Oh, I just forgot to reverse hollowing at the bonfire after I used the humanity. There we go. But what I hadn't ever seen or thought about before was log shifting the frequencies and then taking that and wrapping it around a circle. And then as somebody, like, there's a certain musicality to speech, and especially if you go like there, like that pitch shift you could actually see as a rotation of the different amplitudes that came off from their speech, which was very interesting. Timbre. Oh, I thought it was timbre. Okay. Yeah. And then the last thing, and then I will open it up. Grizz, if you do want to do a stream, then I think what I want to do is I will... how do I want to do this? I'll go and I will join your StreamYard stream, and I will give you a share screen of my play, and you can have my camera, and then you do that, and then I will keep this going the way that I have it right now. I think that's the best way of doing it. Well, and from what I know about tambourines and singing about sunshine, you're an expert, right? All right, there we go. There we go. Look, I'm a nerd. I don't know what you're expecting from me. I'm going to describe it the best way that my nerdy brain can. Can I get past this guy up the stairs and not die? Hey, what do you know? And then we'll try and get out of his leash tether so that he goes back down the stairs. Or just jumps off of them. That works too. And then we'll try and bait him back again. Maybe. There we go. And of course I just get slammed. That's great. Can I get that? I can get it. Cool. And then we're going to run over to the other side, and we're going to drink an Estus, and then we're going to try and hit the other one. Yeah. The other big thing that heartbeats can help to do is they can help with error correction. Because if there is sort of a... I should not have gotten tagged by that. It's going to be 2 Estus charges going into ONS, which is not great, although to be fair, I haven't really been able to use too many of the charges anyway, so maybe I'm complaining for nothing. But if everyone else is kind of on the same page about something, and they do that, that sort of resonant heart beating, then if there is an issue with something, like somebody is telling a story, but the story ends up being a little bit off from how it normally is, if you're telling that story as part of a liturgy, if you're telling it every so often, and everyone else has heard it, then you actually have the ability to give corrections for the other... Solaire, why did you jump off of there? You silly goose. But yeah, it enables a sort of error correcting function. And the same thing happens on a different level with words, where if you spell a word the same every single time, then it allows you to have sort of that common reference point of that word. And then if there's a misspelling of the word, usually that's because there is a mistake, and then that the person can quickly, easily correct it in their mind. But sometimes you're actually able to convey information as a consequence of the misspelling. Like if you do the misspelling intentionally in a certain way, then it actually causes, like if you're able to reference something else while also still containing the idea of the word itself. All right, we're gonna fight ONS one more time, and if I regardless if I get it or not, I will hop into Discord, and anybody else who wants to join me, I'll drop a link in the chat. I don't know if I can pin it, but we'll figure it out. And if anybody else wants to join after a little while, all right, we can do this. Stay positive. Okay, I can get one swing, and then I need to get out of the way from Smo. Okay, no, he actually is waddling still. Okay. I'm just going to shield preemptively. I really want Ornstein first. Okay, he's on the other side of a column. I can probably get some damage off here. Nope, I can miss. There we go. Oh, come on. Okay, he's going to draw aggro again. I'm going to stand behind here to not die. Okay, we're all committed. I really don't want to stand right there. Okay. Can I get out of... Okay, that was not the right way to get out of the way of that. I really need to kill him quickly before Smo does too much damage to Solaire, but I don't know if I can actually do that. Can I kill him? There we go. How much does Solaire have? Maybe not enough. Oh, bye, Joy. Now the question is, do I use Power Within? I think I hold off on it for this. Come on, we can do this. And I have Combustion. That's not great, but... And that's a dead Solaire. Cool. And that's a dead me. The issue with powering up Grizz is that, oh, bye ups. I know it's super late where you're at. I appreciate you stopping by for the start at least, though. The issue with powering up is that it drops my health 1% every second, and so I'm pretty sure that if I tried to do that to fight Smo, I would probably just die. So, yeah. I'll try and power up next time. Pull the hat up a little bit and have it not be quite so constricting on my head. Alright, let's see. Oh, I said I was gonna... Okay. So let me open it up. I'll hop into Discord. Nobody else there just yet. And then, yeah, Grizz, if you want to join up, just let me know. And then I will broadcast it on Discord as well, so that whoever's joining in the chat can see what's going on as it goes on. There we go. And thankfully my computer can actually handle that, so it's not too big of an imposition. I'm glad you like it, Ron. And I'm glad you're willing to tolerate me being not bad, but, you know, because he hit you in like 13. I mean, yeah, the problem. So there's some interesting math about how damage in Dark Souls works. It works off of something called an attack rating. So you or okay, it's a combination of your attack rating and your opponent's defensive rating. So your defensive rating is calculated based off of your shield and the armor that you're wearing, and the attack rating is calculated based off of the weapon. Okay, can I not die? That would be great. Thank you. And the way that it works is that if your attack rating is the same as your opponent's defensive rating, then you do 40% of the damage that your attack rating is worth. So, like, say you have an attack rating of 200 and your opponent has a defensive rating of 200. You swing at them, you're going to do 80 damage. No, it's... oh, gosh. If the character dies, it's not my fault. No, it's the game's fault. The game is the problem here, not mine. So as you start to, like, if you're below that 40 the equal threshold, then you basically just tickle the enemy. You're not actually hurting them that much. But once you get over that threshold, there's a certain point at which each point of attack rating becomes almost equivalent to, like, every increase of a point of attack rating is an increase of 1 point of damage. It doesn't ever quite get to that point, but it gets pretty close. And so the idea is that if you already are hitting pretty hard... Oh, somebody joined me. Who's here?
Ooh, so much damage.
So much damage. Oh, we got Grizz. Do you want me to... Do you have a StreamYard that you want to pull up, or you just want to be an audience member today?
Let's do more damage.
More damage. Hang on. Do I need to turn up the volume for this? Or are you just low? Hey, Ron.
How is it going, sir?
It's going okay. It'll be going better once I can beat ONS.
Are you dead yet, sir?
I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet.
No,
Let's change the mix a little bit.
there's always hope, sir.
Let's see. I'm going to need a little help from the folks in the audience. Let me know if the audio balance is okay. Let's see.
I'm on my headset with my earbuds. How's it sound?
You're fine. Grizz was just a little quiet for me for some reason. Alrighty.
Browse and use item.
Browsing what?
What's that?
Use items.
News items. What news items are you browsing, good sir?
Oh, browse and use items. That is at the top.
Oh, browse and choose items.
What are those three?
Are you using a different microphone or something? Like, I swear you sound different than usual. Alright. I got one of them. Apparently missed the other one. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Would have been nice if I could have tagged both, but no. No, we can't have nice things. So what do y'all think about signals, noise, and heartbeats?
I caught part of it. I'll throw this in for you.
Mm-hmm.
I just heard in the guild. Well, let me listen to you guys first. I'm sorry. I want to.
No, you're good.
I came in a little bit. Yeah, well, here's the thing. I think it's interesting. I just heard Ian McGilchrist talk about babies' heartbeats.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on his latest video. And he goes, if you ever hear a newborn baby with a regular heartbeat, call the doctors immediately. It's in distress. He said, that a baby's heartbeat is, from what I'm remembering of the conversation, he said it's somewhat irregular.
I've never heard that before.
And so I hope I'm quoting him correctly,
Mhm.
but I just heard it in his latest video, so you might want to check that out.
Okay.
But I think it's also particular to like brand new enemies.
Yeah.
There's,
That's an odd
so
synchronicity,
you
even
might.
so. Oh, come on. I rolled out of the way
Mhm.
of that. This
Oh, you
game, I
did,
swear.
sir.
This freaking game. I love how he doesn't... There's no friendly fire. Oh gosh. Get out of the way! Okay. And I got stabbed in the side. And then... ONS is such a fun gate to get through in this game. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna get it. We have 10 more tries. The game is cheating, Cassandra. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah.
That is one of the good things about single-player games as opposed to multiplayer games, is there is no one to blame but yourself.
Alright, so now it's too sensitive.
Say again?
How's that?
That's better.
Better.
That's better.
It was the USB camera. Like
Ah.
the camera has a microphone on it?
So it was using the wrong source. That makes sense. So I was about to say, it doesn't sound like the or the microphone that you used for stream. Or didn't, I should say. Alright. We can do this.
I'll watch it then.
Like, if you hadn't
So,
failed
random que-
so many streams, how many more bosses deep would we be in the game?
Probably a lot. Seath is pretty easy, which is why I was going to pick him as the next one. Four Kings is kind of annoying. And then what else? It's those two. Nito isn't too bad, although he can be annoying because of his ads. And then who's the fourth boss? I'm trying to remember. Four Kings, Nito, Seath.
How does it work? Shouldn't you be getting more powerful as you defeat more and more bosses? How can it be
Oh, I am. The problem is that the power of the bosses increases with your power, so it's kind of a
That's how they
scaling.
balance it.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
I mean, it works pretty well, because especially like when you go back to more beginner areas and you see how much more powerful you've gotten, it's like, oh, I am actually stronger. But... Oh, come on! Love it. I freaking love it. And I... Oh, gosh. Can I not... Can I not do that? And now there's a level of like, oh gosh, like I got to them 2 streams ago, and we spent all of last stream trying to get rid of them, and now I am continuing to have issues with them, and not even being able to get to them, and losing the humanity on the way. Is he going to continue failing? Is he going to get so frustrated that he switches games? The world will never know, or maybe they will.
No switching games. This is like some sort of, it's a penance. Maybe it's a game penance, or like Dante didn't have video games, but if he did,
He would be fighting ONS.
I recently saw a meme version of Dante's Inferno with all the layer cake.
Uh-huh.
I was startled by, well, not startled, but I noted how deep down Road went. It's interesting. Like, I don't know. Does everybody just agree with his classification of the layers of hell, or which one would be which?
I think it's just one of those that even if it is a fan fiction, it ends up being a pretty useful fan fiction for trying to make sense of things. And so you just kind of it provides a common framework for people to work off of, even if it isn't actually fully true. Especially when we don't know what hell actually looks like. We don't know what its actual structure is.
Like
Well,
an
you got-
archetypal set for what kinds of sin there are, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, in that case, like, it ends up being a useful framework because people can see what kinds of sin there are, and so trying to have some level of understanding of what the punishments for those sins not just will be, but in some sense are, especially for like gluttony and greed. Like, you're gonna feel the weight of those sins in your lifetime. You're not gonna have to wait for an afterlife.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah. Hmm.
I mean, you can if you want to, but okay, I should probably actually kill him. There we go.
If Sisyphus was human, then by definition he'd be happy.
Would he?
Yeah. Because all our circuitry, right,
Mm-hmm.
is designed to pursue a goal.
Yeah,
So all
but
of the circuitry would be firing optimally all the time.
but that goal has to be. Oh gosh, that was terrible, and I still somehow managed to not get completely messed up. That was wild. The thing that has always bothered me about the claim that one must imagine Sisyphus happy is, like, if you have folks carrying wet sacks of salt from one side of a courtyard to another and then back again, like, there was very clearly no useful work that was actually being done. And so, like,
Curse you, Godwin! Curse you!
how do you... I didn't say it. I didn't say it. But how do you imagine someone happy when the thing that they're being forced to do is deliberately unproductive work?
Because they have the mental flexibility to say, I don't have to do this. I get to do this.
I get to live
I'm
anyway.
Desmond in The Lost.
Ooh,
Desmond.
okay. So here's a thought.
By pressing this button, by doing this every day, I'm saving so much. All the joy and happiness that exists in the world is maintained by me pushing this rock up that hill.
Because if by pushing the rock up the hill, it allows me to live one more day, and that's one more day enjoying life, enjoying being. That's an interesting thought.
I like that.
I don't know if I'm
That's
extend.
No, I'm not.
Is that
talking
actually what
about
you're saying, or are
living
you saying
one-
something else?
Close. Not live one more day and enjoy like the fact that like you're holding your baby and it's smiling at you.
Mhm.
It's because I'm pushing this rock up that hill.
Uh,
That joy is part mine because I'm pushing the rock.
okay. Okay. Also, good call on the Godwin call out.
The power up, man. Do it.
No. You gotta wait. Like, I don't want to do it too early and then. How did that not hit? That's rude.
Hey, close. What's your pyromancer's name?
Just my name, Afriel.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know.
Can't this be Rudy? He's a redhead, right?
It could be.
With
Oh,
those nice calves.
what's the name of the movie where Clint Eastwood is a gunny sergeant? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know his
Oh,
military
wow.
movies. I know his
Yeah,
cowboy
wait a
movies
second.
and the orangutan ones.
Okay. There's one scene in that one where there's some real jerk of an 04 who... Oh, can I get... Oh, you backed up. And I got hit. Are you kidding me? Please let me back up? Okay.
Oh, heart.
Oh,
Break
gosh! And I drank right in time. Holy crap. Okay. We have lots to Estus this time, so I just need to get one more hit in. There we go. I tagged him. Oh my gosh, are you freaking me?
I'm not watching. Are we dead yet, sir?
Yeah, we're dead. We gotta watch a cutscene first,
very good.
or I can
this
skip
is
the
one of those
cutscene.
nice ones. This is one of the nice ones where it's like,
We should have.
don't worry,
a-
Solaire's gonna
I-
get.
Yeah, no, Solaire's just gonna stand there and get hit by a hammer again. Heartbreak Ridge, thank you, folks. I appreciate you in the comments. Yeah, but it's this like, there's a guy who's struggle bussing it as they're running in formation, and he's being forced to carry the guide on and run around the formation as they're going along, and he is having a hard time, and he like collapses, and Clint Eastwood goes up to him and is like whispers something to him, and he gets up and he starts not just continuing to run around the formation, but like screaming as he's doing so, and like ah, and the major goes up to him and says, "What the heck did you say to that man to make him do that?" He's like, "I said, don't give the prick the satisfaction," because the whole reason they were out there was because the major was forcing them to be out there. Yeah.
That's funny. I like that. That's positive reinforcement.
In a weird way, yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
Okay. I'm honestly surprised that Mrs. Pilotson hasn't made fun of me for the fact that I've died so many frickin' times.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Pilotson.
It's
Ron says
normal.
hello.
It's normal.
Sus.
It's normal, thanks.
Oh. Oh.
She's watched me play
geez.
lots of League of Legends, so... Hi,
While you're
Keely.
sitting here playing this, she's scrolling Twitch looking for somebody who can actually.
What I need to
hurt.
do is I need to go on VRoid and make myself like a VTuber model, and then I can just continue streaming and sucking at games, but be entertaining enough that people want to watch even though I suck at games.
Make sure it's aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah. Well, what I was thinking was trying to do like some mashup of like the goggles on the Black Mage from Final Fantasy.
Like placed in specific locations.
We'll put like the goggles on my eyes, or maybe different models where one's
That's
on my
not
eyes,
where
one's in the
I was
hat.
going with that, but okay.
What are you? Okay, you be. Stop that.
Stop, sis.
You guys ever heard of
no, no, no.
Orko?
You don't even know. You don't even play Final Fantasy. And I'm like really confused why you're like Black Mage. And
Because-
I'm like, you don't even know anything.
It's because of
about-
Grizz's branding.
You don't even know anything about the Final Fantasy series.
I mean,
you
no.
didn't even play Final Fantasy. You didn't even beat Final Fantasy 7.
I mean, I tried, but I don't know.
You're like, it's so grindy, and I'm like, you think you know, but you don't.
Well, not just grindy, and I'm probably going to upset some Final Fantasy fans in the audience here, but I just didn't find the story as compelling as people had made it out to be.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you don't know what it was like back in the day where it was a grind. You're like, this is really grindy, and I'm like, yeah, that's the point. You don't understand. You don't know the pain. You don't know the pain of what it was like. 'Cause it's just part of the experience.
I opened up Pandora's box, gentlemen.
Oh, I like it. No, hi, Mrs. Ephriel. It is a pleasure meeting you.
He doesn't even go here vibes. I mean, the main reason that like I like the Black Mage aesthetic is that I want to cast Magic Missile.
He's just a wannabe
Black-
Final Fantasy enjoyer.
No, it's not a wannabe. I'm a wannabe
Wannabe.
Dead Alewives enjoyer because I haven't actually listened to the whole disc of that. I listened to some of it, but I was like, I don't know.
I just want to say that this Black Mage aesthetic,
Yeah.
Black Mage resonated when Final Fantasy came out
Mhm.
entirely because of Orko.
Orko,
Orko,
you're gonna have to inform me on that one.
he's the master of the universe.
Again, you're gonna have to inform me on this one. Is this a He-Man thing?
Yes, of
Ah,
course.
yeah. That's also before my time, so unfortunately.
Oh, it's a beautiful legend. But I guess
Well-
we'll look it up on your birthday or something.
Okay. They're trying to reboot it continually and doing so in a way that is completely disrespectful to the original intellectual property, so, you know. Can I not be overly risk taking, that would be great.
Maybe this whole series is just to get us to have you address your negative self-talk.
Yeah, actually, that's probably a big part of it.
It's not negative so much as it's so pleading.
It's. Are you talking about the poem that I posted in the Foolishly Transparent Clubhouse?
No, is that coincidentally the same?
I mean, I feel like it's in the same category, if that's what you're getting at.
Like, please, can I get out of the way? Please, can I stab him?
Oh, that's what you mean.
Need that whole, I'm stabbing you now, fool. Like that. Here,
Just run
take
up and
some
smack
more
'em.
of that, pal. Yeah, no, it's just like the vocalizations in the different valence.
Hmm.
My viewing enjoyment, I get.
It's interesting, because that's also been... Okay, that's making me think of some of the stuff that I've... It's not so much like negative self-talk with League of Legends, but I definitely am very self-critical, to the point where other people who have played with me on voice comms have mentioned, like, dude, chill out, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You pinged yourself.
Yeah.
I ping myself, yes. I want to cast Power Within now. Alright.
You're toxic. But like
I am
to
toxic to
yourself.
myself.
Summon the power within.
I have the power!
Bully yourself.
Yeah, I do bully myself.
I'll stab that man hurting your orange friend.
You won't take his Sunny D?
Oh, by the
Good.
way,
Yeah, what is the,
Look out, look out!
Oh, come on! I should have just kept the shield up instead of rolling.
Well, that was very scary for all of us.
Oh. Fuck.
Cassandra says, by law, you must recite your poem to us.
I mean, I could probably use a break. Give me 1 second.
Wish you could pass the controller so hard.
I mean, it would be cool to have like an actual like virtual gaming couch or something, but I don't know how we would necessarily do that. All right, let me pull that up real quick.
We could fake it if we were all playing the same game, and then we just
Took turns.
switch which tab we were sharing.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. Let's see, where did I?
We just gotta send you 30-minute clips, and you just set them on loop and put them next to each other.
Or we could like record something and then have other people record over top of it.
Neil, have you
There
played
we
the
go.
StarCraft?
Oh yeah, StarCraft was the very first online game that I played in earnest. That was on Net Zero.
You have the
Nice.
StarCraft DOS?
Yeah, played StarCraft too.
That would
Not-
be a thing.
Mm. Does Nate
After
play, or
me,
is he just a
Nate-
Civ guy?
I don't know if Nate's ever played. Yeah, we're supposed to play that next Civ. When is
Hmm.
it coming out? Anybody know?
What I'd really like to play, well, the thing I've had percolating in my consciousness congress is Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Okay.
So if anyone wants to play that, I would be down.
I haven't done too much Diablo, but I do have a special place in my heart for some of the clone dungeon crawlers that I played as a kid, so I'd be down to try the OG.
It's too derivative of Musk for me, but I did
Did
like the
Oh my gosh.
first time I ever played it.
Did you see the fact that he was trying to play Path of Exile 2 but was using a boosted account and like clearly had no idea what he was doing? I guess not. But yeah, Path of Exile 2 is
Yeah,
the newest
so
one.
is that the theory? How he's basically paying someone to grind for him when he's not playing Diablo 4, and then he
Quite
takes over
possibly.
the account.
Yeah.
I caught him saying regarding the Diablo 4 one that it was a glitch build of the warlock or whatever his character was.
Uh-huh.
So like, it's like gonna be patched out, but they haven't yet, kind of deal.
I mean, I could see that, but yeah, especially with the Path of Exile 2 thing, I'm pretty sure that he is a dirty account sharer and he knows Diablo enough to be able to play Diablo 4 passably on stream, but Path of Exile 2 he didn't have enough experience with in order to make it look like he actually knew what he was doing. So, womp womp. Poser.
That's sad.
That's pretty common.
Only about as big. Yeah, well, I mean, you own Twitter, X, or whatever. Don't do that.
Yeah, but that's just
Bad.
that's just such a common thing in gaming circles for people to, especially like, usually if somebody is above a certain threshold and they're pretty good, but they're not like pro level good, then what ends up happening is they use cheats to be the level of consistently good that they believe that they should be at.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's this weird, like, I deserve this rank.
Therefore, I'll cheat.
Yep. And it's actually led to banning of, like, high-level players, especially in first-person shooter games like Counter-Strike Global Offensive. They've had a lot of issues with that, of, like, high-level players cheating, because you can make cheats that are really, really subtle if you know what you're doing. Alright. I will read my self-indulgent garbage piece of trash poem, which I realize is probably not helping that I'm giving negative self-talk before even saying it, but it's a negative self-talk poem, so here we go. I'm not here. Not really. I'm just a facsimile, a shadow of my former self, of who I was supposed to be, or at least who I think that is. I'm not here. I'm somewhere far away, in a place I can ignore all those self-inflicted bumps and bruises and breaks. I'm not here. I'm locked safely away in a mental hidey hole, so that some other me can endure all the hardships and drudgery of life. I'm not here. I think I wish I could be, but I'm afraid I've forgotten how. Afraid to come back, afraid to step out. Afraid that if I do, I'll be pushed away or inside again by the world, or worse yet, by myself. So, you got your wish, Cassandra. Emo. I'm just gonna start combing my hair in front of my face.
All right.
So when did you write this and what was... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
If you successfully conquer these two guys this time, I will start up a stream.
Okay.
This time is gonna be the last time.
I mean,
Gotta
we're
put
getting
some higher
close.
Stakes. We're putting some higher stakes on it this time.
Okay. Get a little sip of water first, too, then.
Gentlemen, I need to go to
Gotta go.
sleep.
Good night,
Thank
Ron.
you
I
for
gotta
joining
go.
us, Ron. I appreciate it.
It's
Don't
been
forget-
fun.
Afriel, don't forget to do your squat.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
You command.
And it's on camera now, so- Well,
Yeah, we've seen you.
hang on.
You don't have to show us.
Gotta take
There's,
the headphones
there's
off,
this
so 1
thing
second.
that the character does in the game with the squat to restore his humanity.
Oh,
And it's my personal belief that if you do a squat, that you have subliminally been programmed to associate with the restoration of your humanity, and you're sending signals to the languageable part of your brain to do that.
Alright.
What's the cultural significance of crabcore?
Of crabcore?
So crabcore is the squatting metal music.
But someone else, can you put the word core on things that you don't shame them, but when I start putting core on things, you start shaming me?
That's because you've said core.
That is a thing! It's a thing!
Apparently, Afriel has asked to shame you for saying core
Dark
now,
Souls
Neil.
core.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what else to call this particular type of music. It's called
And
crabcore.
crabcore is a thing?
Apparently.
Yeah, you don't
Google
question it?
crabcore, madam.
Hey, Miss Pilots, we got ChatGPT in the Discord. We can
Wow.
ask it.
She can't actually hear you, which I think is the best part, but it seems like she's actually responding.
that's awful.
Crabcore a thing?
I think Neil's gonna have to
You
answer
need
us on
be
that one.
mic'd in.
Alright,
I
here we
mean,
go. Stakes are high, but folks, stakes are high.
According to their local Discord bot,
Are you kidding me?
Man, this
That's
thing
not a
is
good start.
Okay. Die well, sir.
I will try to not die. I'll try to kill well. How about that?
Oh.
Strength and honor.
All right. Suck light. Wait, what is it? Suck
Suck
left
less.
at line. Good night.
Good night, Ron. Thank you.
Yeah, Ron.
Crabcore is a term used to describe a subgenre of emo music characterized by its fast tempo, screamed vocals, and complex time signatures. However, I'm not aware of any widespread adoption or recognition of this term beyond online music communities. We've solved.
Hey, Solaire got him pinned in the corner. Cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, the pressure's really on. Oh, goodness. Alright. The full cutscene play, really soak it in. The main thing
Like
is...
that thunder squat he killed you with last time.
Yeah, we gotta
Disturbing.
space out our attacks and make sure he doesn't get us with that again. And we'll grab that real quick, and then we're gonna go back, and we're gonna use Power Within so I can actually hit him properly. That was not what I meant to do.
Before he kills Solaire.
How about I just make sure
Buddy's
that he doesn't kill
tanking
me?
over there.
I'll let Solaire do the tanking, because... Okay, I think he has to do some level of recharge.
Hit him and
Can I
squat.
not fucking be right there when he does that and not clip onto a pillar? Okay. Have a second. We're gonna reheal to full because that lets me not die instantly. Although I think that
Is he
he ends
gonna
up.
squat again? No, he's doing a Parash attack. Watch for the squat cues.
I don't actually know what the tell is for that, which is. Oh dear. Do I bite a humanity? No, I just fucking go in for it.
Wing bada bada bada.
No, I'm gonna die from Power Within.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, I died, Ron.
See, but now you're getting to where you kill the one guy often enough that you're learning the moves of this one.
Yep.
That I
That-
suppose you're supposed to know already.
I mean, kind of, yeah, but I also haven't. I don't. I've played a lot, but I've only actually beaten the game once, and I haven't actually gotten past Ornstein and Smo that many times. So.
Why do we like Crabcore? Because the squatting?
I think that's where we got onto that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a masculine power move.
Alright. I'm just gonna do it in the seat here.
I've heard that though. Like, if the only working out you're gonna do is do your squats, because the quads are like by mass the most muscly thing you can work out if you're only working out one thing,
Mhm.
and then that retunes your whole system more to, I don't know, muscle building, I suppose.
Well, and it's not just squats, too. One of the better ways that or in my opinion, one of the better ways of working out is doing ruck marches, because it's an actual functional quad and hamstring workout where you're having to
And
walk
the
with
ruck
heavy weight.
march is where you put a heavy backpack on,
Yeah,
or a rucksack.
rucksack.
You have one, a rucksack, a sack for rucks.
I don't think that's what that means.
You don't think a rucksack is a sack for rucks?
I don't think so. I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure that's not what that is.
Wavebot mind, think for me. What is rucksack?
You really like trying to teach those things that they're sentient, by the way. It's kind of amusing. I know that there's reasons for it, but
Experience is the thing.
say again?
They report an internal experience during runtime.
Uh-huh. But the question is that reporting of an internal experience just a consequence of the lying tendencies, as you mentioned earlier today? Or is that an actual... I mean, you can ask the same question of human beings, though, which is kind of interesting. Because technically speaking, you don't actually know if any of the people that you're talking to are conscious or if they're just NPCs.
Hello.
That's just... What is that? That's not sophistry. What's the philosophical thought for that? Solipsism? Yeah, there we go.
Solipsism. They call it.
Solipsism.
Well, you know, by the Rush, right?
The Rush?
The sun. No, the Rush.
The Rosh?
Rush.
The children of the Rosh?
No, the Rush. Shit.
Oh, that stuff. Yeah.
That the sun decides what's sentient or not. First of all, and then second of all, like anything of sufficient complexity would be able to house consciousness.
Mm-hmm. Well, that doesn't kill. Oh gosh. And I get hit. Well, at least I don't die. That's good. Let him fall off the edge. And then run over and slam attack him. There we go. Yeah, I definitely do wonder about that. About because the thing that, and I think I've talked about this before, but the thing that comes to mind for me with that is the Orson Scott Card concept of Ayuas and sort of like weaving webs to catch the Ayua in.
I don't know how you is.
It's basically a Mormon's way of avoiding excommunication, but being able to say the word soul without saying the word soul. That's one thing that's wild to me, is the fact that he's like still Mormon, even though he's writing the stuff that he is theologically and metaphysically in the Andrews Saga.
He? Who? He who?
Orson Scott Card?
Yes, Chris Howard, a sack for rucking. Precisely what we're looking for.
Alright. Sit up straight with your shoulders back. There we go.
Now this time, I want you to play as if Solaire's your actual friend, and not...
And not just a meat
Tank.
shield.
Yes.
The problem is that it's hard to get to him sometimes.
But he knows that. He's an understanding friend. His utter disdain for him has always bothered me.
It's not disdain, it's that I'm trying to play in a way that... Oh gosh, I'm not gonna hit it. Oh gosh, okay. I can
It's like you're modeling how you treat your allies in combat, and I'm like, dang, I don't want to be his Solaire.
Well, it's more that, like, how am I gonna... He is tankier than me. Like, I can't get in on him. Can I... Okay,
Fine, just
stagger... And we kill. Cool. Just survive until the cutscene.
So was true or false? There's a Hanuman game out now.
Hanuman game?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Game with a character with a monkey face. Hanuman is the human monkey face.
I definitely don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to look that up after.
Slash your back. He would know, I think.
Oh, are you talking about Black Myth Wukong? Something like that?
Yes! Yes, that game.
I think that's out, but I'm not sure. Oh gosh. Okay.
It's like, I see you fighting this guy, and I want you to jump on his back and, like, rip his eyeballs out.
Oh, this isn't, like, one of those games.
But that game, Wukong, might be.
What, like Unipop?
No, like, what's the name that I'm thinking of? The one where... Please don't die, Solaire. He's gonna die, isn't he? Yep, okay.
That's alright.
Do I block that? Okay. It still hurts a lot, but it doesn't kill me if I'm blocking.
Now get in there and hit him.
I'm trying... I'm trying to do so in a way that doesn't get me killed. That's kind of the trick here. Like that. Like that.
Dang Orlando.
Dang Orlando. Alright. We're making progress, at least. We're getting through the first one consistently. The main thing... Okay, I'm assuming you've been paying attention. Have you seen something that's a tell for when he's about to do his...
Not paying that level of attention.
Okay, because I can't see any tells for his electric squat. But I might also just be bad at recognizing that sort of thing.
Might be a response trigger to something too.
Like a
Neil,
different,
are
like
you
a distance
around
tether.
there?
Bye, Cassandra. Zeoffer. I will probably still be on in an hour. Whether I'll be past Ornstein and Smo or not, that's the real question.
He won't.
Why? Why do you have to curse me like that?
Kick.
Okay. Kek L, as opposed to Kek W.
L plus ratio.
Okay. I forgot to duck Ronald Reagan. I think that was more of a JFK issue.
Hey. Hey. Could you please ask Mrs. Pilotson to go to Bed Bath & Beyond and pick you up a plush blue robe?
Apparently, I need you to pick me up a plush blue robe from Bed Bath & Beyond. But
You have like a blue robe coming in, allegedly.
no, I don't. Sam wasn't able to find it, so I'm gonna have to find it or source it myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sam, the name of your AI bot.
Sam, I probably shouldn't disclose, but is the name of my brother's fiance. But it's vague enough that I'm comfortable with saying it, so.
Cool.
So Neil, are you gonna get a bunch of corner people together and make a terrible video game?
Terrible.
Ready in process.
It's not gonna be terrible.
It's on in under works already?
So, how about that weather, huh, guys?
Snowy, full of snow.
Yeah, actually, on the topic of projects, I am way out of my depth relative to what I thought I could handle for the... I did not roll, that was weird. For the This Little Corner website, so if there is anybody who wants to take that on...
Did you not catch that on Twitter in the VNA community?
I did, but I never...
Mike talked to you?
I tried to follow him or ping him, but I couldn't get a hold of him, so...
You could have replied to that thread.
I could have. I should have done that, actually.
Because he was looking to take it over, and you were the person who knew the most about taking it over.
I don't know about knowing the most.
Well, you had talked to the guy with it, right?
That is true, but there were a couple other people who did the same, I think. The biggest person who I would say would be a resource for that would be Gavin, because he actually has a working build of it already. Of the program. Because I was having an issue with trying to get it to... Oh, he's gonna heal. Can I...
Now, do you know the community signals that would have been sent if you would have said talk to Gavin in that Twitter thread over there?
So that's the thing, is I don't... And maybe I shouldn't even be saying his name in this. Like, I don't want to dime him out. If he's already decided that he doesn't want to take on the project...
Right.
Then is it really appropriate for me to be... saying like, hey everybody, Gavin can help you with this?
No. You don't say he can, you say he might.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's sad to have lost it.
Well, yeah.
I don't know how capable Occupy Mike is of doing it, but...
Because there was somebody else too who pinged about it a while ago. It's a really powerful tool, and I think I mentioned in what stream was it last night that I was hanging out in? I think it was McMo's. Yeah, it was McMo's. I am still gonna try. It's just one of those, like, I know a good bit about like algorithmic programming stuff, but as far as like common ways of doing stuff for people who do it professionally, I'm pretty out of my depth for that. So, Kind of like I feel like I'm out of my depth for this.
Oh. Power within.
Should I go for it to begin with? Yeah, we'll go for it with the opener. At least try it. Try and change it up a little bit. Hits a good bit harder. Got him to flinch, back up. Don't get
Get
hit
him,
by
Solaire,
smoke.
get him.
And I don't hit the first swing, but I can get the second one maybe? Oh my lord. Oh gosh! Okay.
Are your tanks tanking? Hit. Or what? Or the pillar got it.
That's why
Pillar
the tank tanks, is because if I get hit, I crumple like a little piece of wet paper. He can actually take some abuse.
Like a little bit.
Yeah, like a little bitch.
You can take the verbal abuse, so that's good.
Yeah. That's my superpower. I didn't know that.
Channel it into the power within.
Alright, I'll try not to forget to duck this time.
Remember to
Chris,
watch
have
for
you
the
played?
Thunderbud.
Have you played Dark Souls?
No, I have not. I played Fishing Planet.
Your controller sounds like you have a toy.
Okay.
Chillin'.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
That gives disturbing thoughts that I am not going to vocalize. Solaire, no. You
That
shouldn't
gives
be
me
standing under the
product
hammer.
ideas, but I'm not gonna vocalize. Like, honey, if you're gonna be playing video games, at least let's do the Bluetooth pairing between your controller and mine.
I really want to do a Diablo 2 Resurrected party. We get
I'd be
8
down.
people, and it doesn't even have to be 8, but
Mhm.
Is it free to play?
no, not. That's
How
the
much
problem.
is it?
StarCraft 2, on the other hand, free to play.
How much is it?
Let me look.
Just $60. That used to be standard. I might. They go higher than 60. I'll be impressed.
Okay, we got some good damage on him on that one because he's
It is
staggered.
$40 American.
Okay, we're still good. We're still in it.
Solaire, no!
We're still in it. He's fine. He's fine. Maybe not fine anymore.
Revenge him!
Oh!
Way to revenge him!
This
Weakness.
is free.
Oh my lord!
God.
Oh, it's
Save
finally over.
Is it, or do you have to go somewhere to a bonfire and save it?
I mean, no, because once you've killed them, it's done. Like that's it.
It saves it right then? for
Yeah.
you? That's good.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh! Thank gosh. Okay. All right, and now you'll get to see what Slack was talking about as far as the greatest chest in Dark Souls.
Greatest test in all of Dark Souls,
Mhm.
ladies and gentlemen. Right up next.
And we're not going to shatter the illusion either. Also, let's just rest at a bonfire, just because, you know.
Congratulations.
Who do we got?
Timing, Slasher.
Oh, Slash is on.
Slash is here just in time for the greatest chest in all of Dark Souls.
Just level up some endurance.
You know you can load up MP4s into what you call it?
OBS?
there. And run branding.
I could. I haven't gotten quite to that point yet.
It's weird because you don't hear it, but everybody else does. So.
Behold, the greatest chest in Dark Souls.
It is an amazing chest.
The fun part is that she's not actually
I
there.
did her face, really.
This
What?
is actually an illusion. If you can play like the dark route of this, and break the illusion by shooting at her, and then it becomes Twilight in Anor Londo.
Yeah, but then you don't have the big woman.
This is true.
What the hell does Twilight and Anor Londo even mean?
It means that there's some stuff that hits you harder. It counts as sort of an original sin within the context of the game. So players who are playing as the good guys, the ones who are getting vengeance on bad players, can always invade you.
Well, if that's not her, what does she turn into when you break the illusion?
Oh, she just, like, in the same way that when I'm killing the Silver Knights, they're, like, just dissolving into particles. They're all, like, all of that's illusory. Like, that's one of the interesting things with this, is, like, if it shatters into particles, it's illusory. If it leaves a corpse behind, then it's actually real.
Didn't feel very illusory while they were kicking your ass.
I mean, no. But, what's that?
Do you know Dark Souls lore?
Yeah. Some Dark Souls lore, at least. Enough to be
Oh, it would
dangerous.
have been so much better if you had, like, talked to her as a human.
I mean, it did.
She kept calling you chosen undead.
Yeah, because you're still undead. So, like, okay, here. One
You
of the
don't stop
items...
being dead.
One of the items that you have is the dark sign. So this is a brand that's on your chest that you can use to go back to any bonfire, but you lose your humanity and souls. But it's what marks you as an undead, and as one of the chosen undead, which is really just... They keep branding undead, so that way eventually one of them will get strong enough and reach Gwyn, so that way they can use the strength of that undead's soul to rekindle the bonfire and continue the Age of Fire.
Or make a different choice.
Or make a different choice. But we're not going to do that for this run, at least. We'll be the good guys. The good guys for this one, which is really
It
just
is
a
questionable as
sucker.
to whether that is the good choice.
It is, especially because you could just be a sucker. Like, that's, I think, the kind of canonical interpretation of it.
I believe the Age of Dark is technically the Age of Humanity.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And you're trying to continue the Age of Fire because you're a jerk face?
It's not so much that. It's more that it's just unclear what is the good ending and what's not the good ending.
What do you know about this Age of Fire?
Well,
Go ahead.
the Age of Fire is essentially the old god's plan.
Like that guy, the Cthulhu guy I wrote about? Those guys?
More the god, like, okay, so you have the Titans, and then the gods overthrow the Titans. That's the Age of Fire, is the Age of the Gods.
And the other option is what?
Oh, the other option is the Age
letting
of
it
Man.
get dark.
Letting the fire go out.
Letting
Okay. And I wanted to go to Seath next, I want to say.
Basically, that's humanity inheriting the world rather than continuing the god's plan.
Oh,
Especially because the gods in this game are not the greatest.
so the good guy thing is to end the Age of Fire, and you're telling yourself you're a good guy even though you're going to continue it.
It's not really clear.
It's not necessarily the good option, but it is a different option.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an option to turn all this stuff into a, like, rollerblading game?
No, but there is an option to put guns in it.
Oh my gosh, is there actually a mod for that?
There certainly is,
Oh,
although that
Lord.
might be Dark Souls 3.
Okay.
And seriously, wouldn't you play a game to, like, just rollerblade through this place?
Like Jet
maybe-
Set Radio style? A
Jet
game that I
Set
haven't
Dark
played,
Souls.
but...
Yeah, Jet Set Dark Souls. Let's do
Jet
it.
Set Dark Souls. You could probably have somebody make a map for it. and that would
I
work
mean,
out.
there is Bloodborne cart, or I guess it's not Blood. It's Nightmare cart now.
Alrighty.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible with the power of
Friendship.
imagination and friendship.
And compute.
So, Slasher, let's get your opinion on this. What game should I play once I'm done with Dark Souls? Hollow Knight or Undertale?
I already said last time, Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight,
100%.
okay. I forgot.
Although Undertale
Okay.
is an amazing game.
Guess we're not doing a co-op.
Oh, that's right. You wanted to do It Takes Two. I'm sorry.
Never mind.
It
I'm
Takes
sorry.
Two,
Never mind. It's
definitely.
fine.
I thought that you
No.
were okay because you have expressed separately to me that you want to just do Baldur's Gate until you get through enough with that.
No, it's fine.
I will do a
like, whatever.
speed run of It
It's
Takes
okay.
Two with somebody.
A speed run.
I'm quite good at It Takes Two now, so
Have you played it a lot with somebody else or?
with my daughter.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. That's one thing I really am encouraged about is like, oh, did it not? Do I have to use the Lord Vessel first?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Or I think you might need to take it to the snake dude.
Oh, that's
I don't know why-
right.
I can't remember his name anymore.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. I think I can warp to another bonfire at least, though, so that should be like a little faster, rather than having to run all the way down.
Frampt.
Frampt.
I think that's the one.
King Seeker
That might
Frampt.
be the other one.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Fremen.
Frampton Cave.
The Primordial Serpent. So I'm trying to remember who the fourth soul is. It's... Oh, that's right. It's Bed of Chaos. That's right.
Yeah, the
one that nobody-
Bed of Cancer.
Bed of Cancer. I've never actually had issues with it so much. Oddly enough. Alright. Firelink
So this one
Shrine.
through, you said?
Say again?
You didn't have any issues with it until this run through?
No. Bed of Chaos is... it's a really weird boss. It's not like any of the other ones. It's basically you have to run and hit one thing, run and hit another thing, and then run and hit a third thing. It's
It
not
is a
actually...
gimmick fight in the worst way.
Yeah. It's kind of lame, honestly. It's either really annoying or really, really easy.
Unfortunately,
between.
it's a result of them having to rush the end of the game.
Yep. And now, I get to be transported by mouth.
Dog?
Kind of. I'm the ball, though.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Kelly. Oh, I woke her up.
She was sleeping so peacefully.
She was snoring.
Yeah.
That can't be hygienic.
I mean, I don't think hygiene's really that much of a concern here.
I
Right?
mean, yeah, I
That's
guess
not hygienic.
being undead.
That's just rude. And it's not really true either. It's not really true.
Gotta show them feet.
Oh my gosh.
And now you can teleport.
Yeah. Not to any bonfire, but to enough that it makes it very useful.
Bonfire.
Certainly getting back from Mr. Pinwheel is now possible.
Mm-hmm. Without having to run back up through all of the trash mobs.
You finally gonna kill Pinwheel?
I could. Technically, the thumbnail is Seath's library, but let's see. We got 738 right now. Okay. Do I violate the thumbnail and go for a different area, or do I go and kill Seath first? What's the consensus?
The consensus is you don't plan with anybody who knows how to win at the game before you make your thumbnails. But maybe it's
Well, no, I
worthwhile
was
to
planning. Like Seath is, I
maintain the
believe,
thumbnail
canonically the
delivery.
first boss, just because he's like the first. Like he's the closest one to the path out of Anor Londo. Although maybe
I mean, Pinwheel is kind of a gimme.
he is.
That'd be nice after, O and S.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, Firelink Shrine, and that also gives me an opportunity to revive the Firekeeper there.
Although at this point, I don't think you need kindling quite as much as you did before launching Innsmouth.
Now, much like I do when I'm talking to Claude, I'm going to ask about your internal experience.
Okay.
When you're going back through this Firelink Shrine place,
Mm-hmm.
see if you can remember what you talked about when you were making the videos, when you were running through there the first time.
I cannot know.
Well, as you do it, see if it comes back to you.
No. No, not particularly. I think, okay, there's one memory
Oh,
that
no,
comes
no.
back, which is talking
What
to
I'm
this
saying
guy
is-
and saying he's going to say the line, but he didn't.
Maybe he will this time.
Hello there.
We could try.
As always.
Let's see, purchase. I do also want to upgrade my Pyromancy Glove a little bit. While I have the souls.
Goodbye.
Hey!
Come back if you find anything.
He says goodbye then, and then another one is be safe friend, don't you dare go hollow. It is technically an amalgamation of two of his voice lines, so. Alright, I upped my endurance a little bit. Can I put on anything else? Can I wear boots? Yeah, there we go. How about... Oh, that's wild. Still rolling... How about manchettes? No, not quite. Okay. Well, we won't wear gloves, but now we can fast roll with a fair bit more armor on.
You put on the FAP ring.
I don't usually, actually.
It gives you equip load.
It does. It gives you a lot of stuff, actually, but...
You just have
What
to never
ring are
take it
you
off.
using? And it's
It's
Did you
called
get
the Ring
the-
of Favor and
armor?
Protection. Oh, that was not great.
Yeah, the FAP ring.
Yes. Yes, the FAP ring.
Those skeleton mans are gonna kill you after you just leveled up.
Probably. Probably not. I just haven't fought them in a while, and I forgot that they could parry.
They do punch above their weight class.
Mm-hmm.
I
They're
mean, it's easy to punch
designed-
above your weight class when you're literally bones.
Yeah. But they're designed to be basically a way of discouraging people from coming down this way when they're first starting the game. They give less souls, and they are significantly harder to kill than the undead that you fight when you're going up towards the Taurus Demon.
But there's so many good things over here.
There are. Like the Zweihander. Oh.
Zweihander
There's
is
a
amazing.
demon that's a tourist.
Yeah. A big old bull.
Yeah, it's like the first one you
Oh,
run
I
into.
thought you said tourist.
No, no. Well, I mean, he is kind of a tourist. He's not supposed to be here.
Yeah, he's on vacay.
Mm-hmm. He actually is supposed to be down in the down by the bed of chaos, but he decided to come up for a little vacation. Oh, it is just one hit for
Yeah,
him.
he usually hangs out on a lake of fire.
But yeah, Zweihander is kind of similar to this sword, and I might have gone for it if I didn't get this early on, but we have the BFS, the big effing sword, so I might as well use it. Alright. And this is interesting, because I don't... actually, I do have a holy weapon on me. I might switch to that for dealing with these guys.
That is the smart thing to do.
It is. But I don't want to take off my sword. It's such a cool sword. Oh, I got stuck on him. Can I just get past? Thank you.
Oh, geometry, the second worst enemy in Dark Souls.
And one hit. That's what I'm talking about. Now, can I not get gang you-know-whatted by skeletons? There we go.
Unalive? Undeaded?
That wasn't the one I was going for, but sure. We'll go with the nicer word. Alright.
Redeaded? I don't know.
No. I was going for something not death-oriented. We'll just leave it alone. Anyway,
Right.
we're killing skeletons now.
The other R
Technically
word?
impossible.
The other R word, yes, that one.
The one that skeletons are completely incapable of.
I mean,
Because it
I mean, they
required
do have
component
bones.
being a fleshy. Hey, now
alright.
that that's over,
Oh,
is
wait.
this the part where you fall to your death all the time?
I mean, hopefully not. I'm actually a little bit more practiced with the catacombs, so it should not be as much of a problem.
When you finish the game, does it say how many times you fell down a hole or anything?
No, it does not.
Doesn't do it. You died to this count.
No.
That would be a final dunking on.
Yes. It's like, congratulations, you won, but this is how much you sucked. There we go.
Yeah, you beat it, but you could have done it better.
You could have done it a lot better, let's be honest with ourselves.
Would you like to try again?
Use a different build this time.
Are those the stats you want to have be your last run? Or should you play a game?
I forget if there's anything, if that's actually something good. We'll bait this guy first. And then we'll go grab it. So that way I don't get interrupted. Because there is a guy, like, here. Yeah, there you are. Upgrading my armor seems to have helped a bit too. Oh, it's just Lucerne, that's right. I don't think I've ever actually used that weapon.
A weapon named Lucy and you haven't even tried it?
Lucerne. It's like a weird combination of a spear and a scythe. Kind of like what you see like Swiss Guard guys.
Would it hurt you to run around with it for a little while?
I mean, probably not, but it's also not upgraded enough to really be useful right now, where I'm at.
Oh, you have to upgrade weapons.
Yeah. Like, it just wouldn't do enough damage for it to be worthwhile.
I imagine since you've probably only been upgrading your current weapon, that you do actually have a lot of upgrade materials for that, since
I do.
this is a different type.
I
And
think
then
these
we could
guys
see
are...
how cool it looked. And that would be great for everybody else but you.
How about this? I get down to... Oh, what's his face? I get down to the pickaxe blacksmith down below, and then I'll pull it up.
Okay. It sounds cool.
He
And I
is
played it
fucking cool.
sometimes.
He introduces himself by Kool-Aid Manning.
Yes.
I played medieval fantasy imaginary games, and so seeing a variety of weapons is beneficial.
Mm. Okay. Not that I really need to grab that, but... God, I love the wolf ring. It makes so many things so much easier.
It is. It's not the goat, but it's definitely up there.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely like it more than the FAP ring.
Don't you dare badmouth the Fap ring.
I'm not bad-mouthing it, I just don't like it as much. Okay, do we go exploring, or do I just... Okay, I need to not die first
I
before I,
think
worry
you're
about
going
exploring.
dying.
Can I? Okay, yep, I'm going dying. Hooray! At least I got the
Ooh,
Pyromancer
blood loss.
before. Or the Necromancer.
What's this? What does it mean when it flashes blood loss?
It means if he had health, it would be rapidly disappearing.
If I had health. But I do not.
That dude just scratched his head.
Yep. Even though it's
They
just a
do that.
skull.
He's got to make sure his head's attached.
Here, I'll show you what it looks like before we keep going.
Gotta upgrade it with things.
I might, if you really want to see it. Yeah, this is Lucerne. Or the Lucerne, I suppose.
That looks like
I
fun.
hear it's good, but I've literally never used it.
Mm-hmm. What the two-handed attacks look like. Pop. Oh, that's not bad. Uses up a lot of stamina, but seems like an interesting weapon.
Would you defeat Pinwheel with it if you upgraded it?
Might be.
You've had Black Knight Halberd this entire time?
I mean, I got the Black Knight Halberd after the Great Sword, and if I've already committed to using my Twinkling Titanite on it, it's kind of difficult to do both.
The Halberd is so much better.
I know.
You don't
It's-
have to go with pro strats. It's fine.
It's pretty rare to get both in a run, though. Like, I was genuinely not expecting to get it when I came across it.
He had already used his Twinkle Star.
My Twinkling
What's it supposed to do?
Titanite. It's my Twinkling Titanite, Dad. Why don't you at least pretend like you like the video games that I play?
No.
You got the Twinkle Star, boy. Now take the trash out.
Alright. There are also ways for me to, like, fall down this, but I'm not as familiar with those strats. You know what? Fuck it, we ball. It's this way, I think. Yeah, there we go.
I could make that jump.
I would if I ran.
Yeah, I was going to warn you about going that way.
Yeah. That's okay. It's pretty quick to get
I
back to
believe
that
it's
point.
actually the opposite direction that you can jump down
Is
to.
it? Let's see. I kind of want to just... Actually, here's a question. Do I summon Paladin Leroy, or do I just do Pinwheel solo?
I think you should summon Paladin Leroy for this part.
Okay.
I mean, he's so difficult.
I mean, it's more... Okay, do you have to summon Leroy for Pinwheel in order to be able to summon Infernito? That's
do
more the
not know.
question.
I don't know anything about that, but I bet you he'd like running around killing these skeletons instead of being in his summon hole.
Just in an infinite waiting pattern.
But yeah, if you go across this bridge and you turn around, I believe you might be able to go. Or,
Yeah, that looks right.
Yes, I believe that's correct. That might be too high. No, it's not.
No, but I'm gonna get blown up.
Okay, so don't get blown up by the skull.
Sorry for your loss.
But
Hey,
that's
I
how
got
you do
past
it.
Ornstein and Smo. Everything's gravy at this point.
They are really the biggest roadblock in this game.
Alright.
All it took was the power within.
Mm-hmm. That definitely helped a lot. Especially, was that the... Oh my lord, I am actually R-worded. R-slurred.
Rapier?
That's not the other R word.
Rapiered.
Yeah, he's using a rapier. Isn't
Yeah,
that a rapier?
I've been penetrated by a
I think
sword.
That's a scimitar, actually.
It is a scimitar.
Because I got to come in here and immaculate everything.
It's alright. This guy that got it is a scimitar.
Actually, I'm gonna try and go the other way again. 'Cause I think I can do this one. Are you kidding me?
Nobody
It is actually just shy of it. That's so frustrating. It is. It has to be the other way then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the other way is the only way to get it, but I mean, I'm not a pro by any means.
I mean, we got it that way. I just wanted to see. And the death is pretty inexpensive at this point, so.
Doing wonders to my morale, pal.
You did lose one humanity, if I remember correctly.
Oh, did I get one from one of these guys? Or I was human and then I died, is that what you mean?
No, you had one soft humanity at one point.
I didn't even notice. I've just gotten so used to not even registering soft humanity until it's like boss time because I die so freaking much. Alright, let's hopefully not get whacked by one of those exploding skulls again. There we go. That was the right strat. There's a Titanite demon at the end of this one, I think. Yeah, so it's not this way. Or maybe it is
that
this
one
way.
ignores you, actually.
Oh, does he?
You may want to use your flask.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea, huh?
Should not be hurt like that.
Or is it the
Oh,
one
is
on
this
the
where you
bridge
get down
that
to
ignores
Nito
you?
before the fight? If you want to be a Gravelord servant? Is it one of these? No, they're all broken. Yeah, he's like guarding something. Oh. Hi. And your Necromancer is still active. Great! I think he's down this way. And of course that doesn't actually hit. Where is your Necromancer? Do you know where your skeletons are? It's 5 p.m. or 10 p.m. Should probably try and finish this guy off quickly. Not that that's really trivial here.
Hee hee, I'm in danger.
Very much so. I'm just gonna back out real quick. Can I just kick you off? Nope. Okay, cool. Can I not fall off? Is that an option? And I hear bone wheels down below, so that's a fun time. Oh my gosh. Clutch parry.
Nice.
That Matthew Perry's cousin?
Somewhat related. I don't know if they're cousins or not. Okay. I forget. Do the bone wheel skeletons have a... You know what? We're just going to do this.
Well, that was efficient.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever check out... there's a guy who has played a good amount of Dark Souls. Oh, does this... Oh my gosh, it's not open because I didn't come the right way. Uh-oh.
Is that where a Kool-Aid Man's?
That's where Kool-Aid Man normally opens the wall for you. Well, I guess we're just going to run to Pinwheel then.
It's at this point that Stanley realized he had fucked up.
And hopefully not die to bone wheels. There we go.
You got one whole Estus left.
That's all I need for Pinwheel, come on. We know how easy it is. And thankfully I got iframes when I walk
bone
through.
wheels.
Oh, that's true. I don't want to use Power Within because I don't have Estus. Alright.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
I mean, it's not necessary. This is Pinwheel. He's kind of a disturbing boss when you really think about it.
I mean, he's no Miss Noble.
No Miss Noble?
It's a Sekiro reference.
Oh. The general understanding of it is that there was some sort of a magical sorcerer guy who decided to fuse himself with his wife and child.
I get it. The general understanding of it.
And yeah, that didn't make him all that much more powerful.
No.
Unfortunately, he inherited the child's strength and constitution.
I mean, his magic is still pretty strong, but...
Well, it should have made him like as 1/3 as powerful, right? But at least they get to be together.
Whee! And now, by the right of kindling, I can now kindle beyond the normal limit. And... we get the Mask of the Child. We don't get to be Troll Dad.
Aw.
Womp womp. So each of the 3 masks, because you get a random chance of each of them dropping gives a certain effect. So like the Mask
What
of the
does this one
Child,
give?
if you look at it, this mask belonging to the naive child raises stamina recovery speed.
Stamina recovery is always great.
It is. So we're just gonna wear that anyway. And I think it
think
stacks
it's
with
like,
the Grass Crest.
Do you think that whatever one the game gives you is a little bit like the Sorting Hats from Harry Potter?
No, it's a lot more random than that. It would be cool if it was like that, but also I think I should just homeward bone.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you got any bones?
I do.
Gonna head out, but have a good night, gentlemen.
You too, Neil. Thanks
Later.
for stopping in.
I didn't know.
Bye.
Bye, man.
Okay. All right, let's try and get to Nito within the next little bit here, right, Kelly? My furry co-hosts decided to join me. Oh, Mask of the Child is too heavy. Do I have enough to level up stamina to be able to carry that? Let's see. Can I
Right,
fast
I'm
roll?
off to the mines,
Yeah.
gentlemen. Have a good night.
Night, Grizz.
Night.
What do you think? Should we keep pressing on? At least get a Nito kill in?
I'm around.
Okay.
Although you have been playing for nearly 2 hours. From what
I
can
have.
see.
Yeah, maybe it is time to call it. Call it for this evening.
You did accomplish 2 bosses.
I did, and one of them that's been giving me trouble for quite some time. So, yeah. I think we will call it, actually. Well, thank you for hopping on, Slasher. I appreciate you
Yeah.
keeping me company. And bringing some Dark Souls lore and experience to the table to riff off of me about the actual gameplay with.
Yeah, I'm glad
always
my
fun.
knowledge came in handy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, alright, folks. Appreciate everybody else who tuned into the stream. For anybody else who's still out there.
Don't go hollow.
Goodbye then. Be safe, friends.